All right, here's my box hip flow. So we're gonna work on some hamstrings, some hip quads, some hip flexors, just working through the joints and full range of motion through the hip joint. This is a great one just to kind of get the body loose, daily movement routine before a workout, all that kind of stuff. So I like to use a box for this one, be up a little bit higher, or a bench. So for here, I'm gonna have a box that's about 12 inches high, stack some books, stack something, find that good height. I'm gonna get into a good plank position here, and I'm just gonna start off with some hip openers. So I'm gonna get that leg up nice and high with keeping that back leg nice and straight. So depending how tight you are through this quad and hip, and even this back hamstring, you may start to feel some tension there. So I'm gonna do prescribed reps, or until I start to kind of feel a bit of a difference with my hip. From here, I'm just gonna drop my knee down, and then I'm gonna do a quad ham flow. So I'm gonna reach back, rock back. As I sink back to my heel, I'm gonna kind of reach forward on the box, get a good stretch through my shoulders and lats, and then lots of my hamstring. Then I'm gonna sink forward, I'm gonna get some quads, hips, and then that inner thigh as well. I'll show you guys on this side. So again, lots of hammies here, and then reaching forward, sinking into that hip, just that quad ham flow, back and forth. Again, just do it until you start to feel a difference through that body and those joints. Then I'm gonna do tall kneeling step ups. Again, nice and tall here, thinking about ribs stacked over glutes. Usually I'll go hands behind my head, make it a little bit more difficult. You can bring one leg up. If I'm really tight to that quad hip, I'm just gonna kind of hang out here for a second. Just kind of bounce into it. Let that muscle kind of adapt to its position. And then the other side, same thing. If I need to hold it for a little bit, I will. Other than that, I'm gonna alternate just back and forth. So now I'm working on lots of hip stability. That glute has to be fired, bring it up. Work on hips, working on core. So this is a great one to also start to get those joints moving and stabilized. So now, after I do my prescribed reps, I'll stay out here, and then I'm gonna do just a deficit split squat. So I'm gonna kind of lean over this front knee, and all I'm gonna do now is lift up that back leg, lock it out, bring it back down. So again, now I'm kind of actively using that muscle now. I can keep that weight forward, and now I'm just kind of moving that hip. So if we have a tough time in lunges, things like that, even deep squats, this is a great one that will kind of just groove that hip. Again, I'll do both sides. So that's your box hip flow. That's a great one just to kind of get everything kind of moving. Your heart rate will get up a little bit, start sweating. Give that a go. Let me know how you do.